In the criminal justice system, sexually based offenses are considered especially heinous. In New York City, the dedicated detectives who investigate these vicious felonies are members of an elite squad known as the Special Victims Unit. These are their stories.
Ali! Hazi! Ali! Hazi! You want me to fly you like the plane we took to Paris? That's right, no. Benson. Hey, Carisi, what's up? You know what? I'll take care of it. I'm actually in the park right now with Noah. Playground at 84th Street. Officer Nolan? Got it. All right. Come on, sweetie.
Found the kid about 20 minutes ago.
Okay.
He doesn't seem to speak English. My sergeant told me to call SVU.
Great. I got it from here.
Okay.
Hey there. Hello. I'm Olivia. This is Noah. Where's your mommy? Did she come to the park with you? Or maybe your daddy, or your grandma, or your nanny?
Ja prawym piesek. Ichi boom.
Boom! Hey, sweetheart, is your mama or dada here? Are they here somewhere in the park? You know what, sweetheart? Come with me. I'm gonna help you find your mama and your dada, okay? Come here. It's okay, sweetie. It's okay. Noah, get down, honey. Sweetie, let's put that down, okay?
Hit it.
It's okay, Officer Nolan. I got this. It's okay, everyone. I'm gonna ask you to step back. It's okay. Look. I'm not gonna hurt you. Can you put that down, honey? Just put that down. It's okay. It's okay, sweetheart. I'm not gonna hurt you, okay? I'm not gonna hurt you. It's okay, honey. It's okay. No, it's okay, honey. It's okay, baby. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. How's the boy?
Oh, he's fine. A few bruises, but no signs of sexual abuse.
But emotionally?
There are some signs of trauma.
Did he say anything to you in English?
He said a few words, but it seems like his native language is Russian or something Eastern European.
Yeah, social services is looking for a translator. We're trying to track down any family.
You said he had a loaded gun? He's lucky to be alive.
Hey, look, bad news. The older woman in the bicycle accident, she didn't make it.
Unis did find a few witnesses in the park that put her and the lost boy together.
You get an ID?
Rahima Babik. We got a city card with an address and a story and no cell phone, but we did find kid's sunscreen in her bag.
So she could be the grandmother or a caretaker. Let's just hope there are parents in the picture.
Nothing on the Glock is unregistered. They're tracking the serial number.
Will we turn this over to the precinct?
No, I want to keep it for now. This kid got a gun from someone, so run prints, touch DNA, go to this Rahima's address and see what you can find.
Copy that. This is her. This lady had a gun. That was the only one. There's no other weapons here.
Well, the kid was staying here. There's cereal up in the cabinets, milk in the fridge, juice boxes. Take out in the fridge.
Maybe Finn's getting somewhere with the neighbors.
I think I figured out the boy's first name. Ali?
Huh. Must be the mother.
Ali's daily schedule: 6:30, wake up, breakfast. Cheerios, 7 a.m., brush teeth. He likes his Ninja Turtles toothbrush. This goes on like this for 2 pages. Look, there's a separate note for the boy. Rahima, please tell Ali that no matter what happens, I love him more than anything in the world.
Sounds like she didn't know when or if she was coming back.
Just found a neighbor, Mr. Brian O'Malley. He said he knew the deceased Mrs. Bobick.
Not very well.
What about her?
Yeah, I've seen her a few times. She dumped the kid here at Rahima's place. I assumed some relation, aunt probably. A lot of arguing. There's always something with these people.
These people?
Immigrants.
Oh, and your people came here on the Mayflower, huh?
We need to find this boy's mother. Any ideas?
I think she worked as a waitress. Don't ask me where. We done here?
Yeah, we're done.
The leftover in the fridge is all from the same place. The diner, Parthenon?
I know that place on 30th. They got great spanakopita. Excuse me, sir. Do you recognize this woman?
Anna Kapnick, yeah, she's one of my waitresses. She hasn't shown up for her shift the last 3 days.
You don't seem too bothered by that. That a regular thing?
Anna comes, Anna goes. What can I do? I put up with it. I didn't know she had a son. Poor thing.
Why is that?
A lot of times, she'd show up with a black eye, no bruises. Bad boyfriend, I'm guessing. I don't ask questions.
We'll need her address or phone number.
Yeah, you got it. She in trouble?
Yeah, you could say that.
The store owner didn't recognize on his picture or name.
Well, it's 2792 Broadway. This is the only address the diner manager had in her employee file.
Well, there's no apartments here. All right, they fix vacuum cleaners. Any luck tracking a number?
Yeah, Taro's on it. Looks like a burner.
Okay. So fake address, burner cell, little kid with a loaded gun, and a goodbye note from the mother. I mean, it sounds like this owner's either involved with a dealer or she's a prostitute on the run.
Maybe her son's better off with social services.
Yeah, but that note she left, it sure seems like she loves him.
Sometimes love it ain't enough.
It's been 10 hours and we are no closer to finding the boy's parent. This feels so...
Responsible? Because you found him? The kid held a loaded gun.
He didn't know what he was doing.
Even more dangerous.
All I could think about was Noah.
Hey.
It's okay. So, conviction integrity unit. It's impressive.
Could be interesting. Working with the DA's office, kicking the tires on tricky cases. Kind of like an in-house innocence project.
Sounds great. Benson. Great. I'm on my way up. Thanks. Finn has a lead.
Chief. Hi. I didn't know that you were coming in.
It's Comstack crap. Just had a few questions.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't aware that there was a meeting.
That's because I didn't tell you. We've got things under control. There's no need to bother you with a bunch of administrative nonsense.
Okay, I get it. I just, as a lieutenant, I think it's probably important.
I said we've got it under control.
Okay. You're the boss.
The lab picked up a partial print off the Glock, a match for Luka Terzic.
He's 26. He was born in New York. He was arrested in 2014 for possession, but the charges were dropped.
Any idea if he's related to the bike victim, Anna, or the little boy?
Well, I mean, there is some resemblance. He could be the kid's father.
All we know on Anna is that she's a Bosnian national here on the student visa. And we're trying to track down her parents, and we're still waiting on the boy's DNA.
We have a last known for Luca.
Yeah, an apartment in Queens.
Okay, well, I'm not going to hold my breath, but let's go take a look.
We got it covered.
No, I want to talk to this guy myself and ask him why his Glock was in the backpack of a 4-year-old.
Luka Terzic, NYPD, we need to speak with you.
Abandoned kid, the mother's missing.
Sounds like exigent circumstances.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
NYPD!
Hey. Luke and Anna must be together. Looks like Ali's the son.
He left in a hurry.
I didn't want to leave any evidence behind.
Hard drive's gone.
Slim, you got a problem.
Get back. Nobody touched anything.
What are we looking at? It's Arabic.
Call ESU, joint terrorism, and the bomb squad. Go.
Who are these people? They terrorists?
We don't know. Luca is an American citizen. Anna is a legal immigrant from Bosnia. Neither one is on the watch list. Neither one has any known connections to radical groups.
Are we interrogating the kid?
He's 4 years old, Chief. He doesn't speak any English.
You gotta translate it. He might know something. JTTF is at the apartment.
Tearing it apart.
I'm sure the feds are circling.
Already here.
All right, everybody, listen up. I'm sure you're aware we have a high-priority situation. Anna Kapik, Luka Terzic should be considered armed and dangerous. We have reason to believe they are planning a mass casualty event. We have no idea what the potential targets might be.
So we have their photos out to all media outlets, every precinct in the city, as well as the outer boroughs. NYPD will coordinate with JTTF, state police, and of course the FBI. We're all in on this, round-the-clock shifts, until this crisis is resolved.
I assume we're talking to anyone and everyone on this earth who might know what they're planning.
We're interviewing Anna's co-workers, her neighbors, and obviously trying to locate any family or connections overseas.
Hey, Lou, we caught a break.
We tracked down the management company for the apartment building, and the rent on Terzic's apartment is paid by some guy named Armin Sidran.
What do we have on him?
He's not in the system, not on any watch list.
But the address on the checks is for a Midtown office, an insurance company.
Go, now.
Armin Sidran, NYPD.
Hey,
turn
what's
around.
going on? What is this about? I'm a U.S. citizen.
You know Luka Terzic?
What?
Do you know Luka Terzic?
Yeah, he's my half-brother.
You pay his rent?
It's none of your business.
Do you pay his rent?
Yes.
Why?
Because he's broke. He needs help.
Is that him?
Yes.
All right, who's this?
That's his fiancée, Anna.
Where's Luka and Anna right now?
I have no idea where they are. What the hell's going on?
Your brother's involved in some sort of terrorist activity.
Terrorist? No, you got the wrong guy.
You need to call him.
Excuse me?
I said call him now.
How about I call my lawyer instead?
Is that his number? Lucas? Last call yesterday at noon?
Armin? Armin?
Dirty! Dirty! Now listen to me. Do not hang up. Do not hang up. We can help you. You just need to tell me where you are. Luca! Hey, have Taru triangulate the location of that last call. Go, now!
My brother's innocent. I demand a lawyer.
Shut up.
Detectives,
Is that the phone? Where'd you find it?
dumpster. Screen is cracked and it's locked.
All right. Keep searching.
Taro says that the number you called Luca on was registered to Armin Sidran.
All right, so he pays his brother's rent and his phone bills. I mean, who knows what else?
According to the feds, he's sticking to the party line. I mean, his brother's a hapless buffoon. He has no idea why weapons are in Luca's apartment.
Okay, so Luca realizes it's not his brother calling. Dumps the phone, he trashes it. I mean, he's trying to hide evidence, just like his computer back in his apartment in Queens.
So we get that to Teru?
No, they're not going to be able to unlock this phone without a passcode. But only the company can decrypt it.
So what do we do now?
We call Barbara.
We're not investigating something that's already happened. We're investigating something that's about to happen. We can prevent it. Your Honor, these people represent an imminent threat to public safety. I need an emergency court order to compel the manufacturer of the phone to unlock it immediately.
Well, that's a highly unusual request. First, you need to get an order to gain access to the personal information.
There isn't time for any of that, Your Honor.
And there are no other means to unlock the phone?
No. The registered owner of the phone is in FBI custody and isn't cooperating. His brother, who was once in possession of the phone, is at large. Nothing has been backed up to the cloud.
And you believe this phone is the only place this evidence exists?
Yes.
Your office has been down this road before, Mr. Barba.
Yes, I know, Your Honor. There are hundreds of locked phones awaiting decryption.
All cases with court orders, all cases on appeal by the manufacturer.
I understand, but this is different. I believe the company is trying to protect its position on privacy for PR reasons, but given these unique circumstances, if court ordered, they might cooperate.
I will grant the order, Mr. Barba.
Thank you.
Godspeed getting the company to comply.
Hey, that was Barba. He got the judge to grant an order to unlock the phone.
Great. How long is that going to take? Hours?
Well,
days?
we don't know. The manufacturer's not cooperating.
Of course not. It's not like there are people's lives in danger.
We're trying, Chief.
Try harder.
We have Luca's location at 11:20 when he got the call from his brother's phone. We've implemented a grid search block by block in the surrounding area.
Liv, we got something.
Facial recognition got a hit on the traffic cam 20 minutes ago.
Man identified as Luca Terzic and a woman in her 20s. Looks like Anna, right? They were entering Central Park on the west side of 72nd Street.
1 o'clock in the afternoon. There are thousands of people in the park. Check to see if there are any concerts, plays, events. Now, go.
Stay close.
Get your hands up!
Help me. Please.
So far, 1 dead, 4 wounded, 2 critical. DOA is Tom Flannery.
Flannery.
Off-duty NYPD.
Lieutenant Benson, that's for you, right?
Yes.
Special Agent Dan Conley.
How can I help you?
The suspect isn't talking. The only thing she cares about is her son. And since you found the kid in the park, I was thinking maybe you could speak to her. Let her know what happened, that the boy is safe. Maybe she'll open up and cooperate.
Okay, let's go.
Do you know where my son is?
I found him in Central Park. He was all alone. He had a gun, too.
A gun? I left him with my aunt, Rahima.
I know.
So why was he alone?
Your aunt. She had an accident.
Is she okay?
No. She died. I'm sorry.
Can I see Ollie? Please? I need to know that he's okay.
I'm sure we can arrange something, but we need to know more about you and Luca. Were you working alone?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
Anna, I need to know who else is involved. ISIL? Al-Qaeda? Are there other targets?
Don't say another word. I want to talk to my client.
Rita, you're representing terrorists now.
Suspected terrorists. Everyone's entitled to a defense.
We're not going anywhere.
You want to deny my client her right to counsel? Is that what you're saying, Mr. Conley?
We need to know if other lives are at stake.
I want to talk to her alone. I understand the gravity of the situation. Trust me.
You find anything?
Not yet. You?
Not too much. Calhoun claims that Anna was in the dark and just along for the ride.
That's one hell of a ride to get on. Mass shooting in Central Park?
Yeah, what do the feds know?
Not a lot. Hey, anything?
The only news we have is the brother of the shooter, Armin Sidran, is connected to a controversial mosque in Queens.
Okay, he's still in custody?
No, we let him go.
Why is that?
He's more valuable on the street.
That gives us a better chance to pick up some chatter. Look, I know the lawyer trusts you. I want you to take another run at Anna.
Great, when?
Tomorrow, after we formally indict her on murder and terrorism charges.
Too late. The DA's office filed charges 10 minutes ago.
All due respect, Chief.
Oh, save the phony deference, Dan. The DOA is NYPD. Tom Flannery, I knew him very well. We worked together for a while. Good police.
Mr. Barba, can you tell us if the defendant is part of an organized terrorist group?
The investigation is ongoing. The NYPD, the FBI, and JTTF are working together to collect all pertinent information. Look, right now, all that we know is that a decorated New York City police officer with 3 children was killed, and 4 other citizens were shot and critically wounded. Regardless of the defendant's motivation or affiliations, what this woman did is called murder in the state of New York. Thank you.
People versus Anna Kopic. 1 count murder in the first degree, 4 counts attempted murder. How does the defendant plead?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
Mr. Barba, bail?
Given the gravity of the charge and her possible connections to organized terrorist groups, we request remand. She is a Bosnian national, here on a student visa. She has no significant ties to the community and represents a major flight risk.
Ms. Calhoun?
Despite Mr. Barba's impassioned, patriotic, and xenophobic speech,
Get to it.
We believe the defendant should be released on her own recognizance.
For free? May I ask why you believe that would be appropriate?
Because Anna Kopic is a victim. She was raped and tortured hours before the homicide by her fiancé and his brother. She may have been present at the crime scene, but she was not there under her own free will. If she didn't cooperate, she herself would have been murdered.
We have Anna at the scene. There's an AR-15 around her shoulder. She is 5 feet away from the shooter. Yet somehow she's the victim?
Okay, you think Calhoun is just making this up?
I think she's desperately looking for a defense.
All right, Lieutenant, an affidavit for Anna. She claims that Luca and his brother Amin repeatedly raped her for the last 5 years.
Calhoun's just covering her tracks, laying a record. It means nothing.
It's a disclosure. It means something.
Liv?
Just because she is a murder defendant doesn't mean that she's not a rape
You're
victim.
playing into their defense. The more you investigate this, the more you legitimize her story.
Okay, you telling me to ignore it?
Just be careful. This case is too big, it's too important. Given what's been happening lately, San Bernardino, Orlando,
I know.
Dallas, France, people are fed up.
I understand that.
Anna needs to go down. Hard. No matter how heartbreaking or tragic her story might be. Right or wrong, that's just how it is.
Well, you may be right. But no matter how it is, I would still like to speak with Anna. I'm just here to listen, regardless of what happened yesterday.
Lieutenant Benson has agreed not to ask any questions about the weapons, the shooting, the death of the police officer. Isn't that right, Lieutenant?
I just want to hear what happened. What Armin and Luca did to you.
I came here 6 years ago. I wanted to be a nurse. I lived with my aunt in Queens. Then I met Luca. He was nice. He took me to restaurants, clubs. I fell in love. But then things changed. He changed.
In what way?
He was angry all the time. He hated everyone. Rich people, Jews, gay people, blacks. And then he started to hit me. And make me have sex even if I didn't want to. His brother, too. They would do it together.
How long did this go on?
For years.
Did you tell anyone?
No. I was too afraid. They said they'd kill me. That I'd never see my son Ali again. And that I would die a whore. Because they had video. They were gonna make it look like I was having fun, then send it to my family.
When is the last time Luca and Armin assaulted you?
2 mornings ago.
What time?
Early. It was still dark. I remember hearing the garbage truck outside. The sound. That's all I thought about. That's what I focused on. The sound of the truck. The whir, the screech.
Show her what they did to you.
I hit Armin in the face while he was... And he and Luca got mad. So they beat me with their belts. I wanted to do something. To call the police. But I was afraid. For myself. For Ali. I didn't want anyone else to die. Please forgive me.
I want to do a rape kit. The rape kit confirms vaginal and anal intercourse. There was tearing, abrasions. They found some semen, too. We're running the DNA. This woman was brutalized.
Okay, she was raped. Doesn't mean she didn't kill Flannery or that college kid.
What?
Yeah, I just got a text. She passed 20 minutes ago. Name is Sophie Lewis, 21 years old, originally from Worcester, Massachusetts.
I agree with Dodds. The rape claim has nothing to do with the criminal charges. It could make her more sympathetic in the eyes of the jury. Raise the question, was she really a willing participant in the crime?
Put the brakes on the rape investigation for now, till the trial is over. Let the defense claim rape all they want.
I understand that there's something bigger at play here. I really do. I get it. But I'm not sure that that should matter.
Are you serious?
With all due respect, Chief, I can't not do this. I'm just trying to do my job.
With all due respect, you doing your job cost my son his life.
He didn't mean it.
Sure he did. It's not wrong either.
Don't do that.
Look, I understand that we all want somebody to pay for what happened, but I'm not sure that that person is Anna.
You're wrong.
She was beaten and raped less than 48 hours before the attack.
Irrelevant. She's just as guilty as Luca. Rape or no rape. She's a killer. That's what I'm going to tell the jury.
The DNA came back on the boy Ali. The father is Luca's brother, Armin. Which means that he has paternal rights.
Liv, I understand.
You understand? If Anna's going to prison, right?
Mhm.
If the feds can't come up with a case against Armin, then that monster is going to get custody of that boy.
Where are you going?
I'm going to investigate a case that everyone wants me to ignore.
Are you crazy? I would never even think about such a thing. She was engaged to my brother. That's the beginning and the end of this.
We're more concerned with the middle.
Excuse me?
Anna claims that you raped her.
Forced her to. Please.
So the sex was consensual.
I told you we never had sex. It was neither consensual nor non-consensual. It never happened. I would never do that to Luca.
Right, because you're such a gentleman.
And you're a liar.
The hell are you talking about?
We ran Ali's DNA. You're the father, Anna's the mother, so unless you had in vitro, you two had sex.
Okay, fine. You're right. I had sex with her a few times.
Sit down.
She's a whore.
That's not a nice word.
She's not a nice woman. She's a manipulator, a user. She came here and she ruined my brother's life. She turned him into a killer, a radical.
Where were you 2 mornings ago?
I was home in bed till 8:30 and then I went to work.
So you weren't at Luca's apartment?
No.
So you didn't have sex with her that morning?
Of course not.
So those scars and those bruises on her stomach and on her legs and on her back.
Is that the belt you used on her?
Hey, she asked you a question.
I want a lawyer.
Okay. But you're going down with or without a lawyer.
Anna is a terrorist and a tramp. Do you really think anyone cares about her?
I do. And so does she. And trust me, that's enough.
The defendant's claims regarding a potential sexual assault are legally and logically irrelevant to her culpability in the murder of Tom Flannery and Sophie Lewis. The introduction of this type of unsubstantiated, extraneous, salacious evidence is more prejudicial than probative. It should be excluded.
Anna Kopic was repeatedly beaten, raped, and tortured over a period of 5 years. She was a prisoner in her own home, unable to exercise her own free will or personal autonomy for fear of losing her son and her life. As such, she was acting under extreme duress, which we intend to assert as an affirmative defense.
I understand your intent, Counselor, but I don't want to turn my murder case into a rape trial. I can't just take your client's word for it.
I understand. You need the word of someone objective, knowledgeable, like Lieutenant Benson from the Special Victims Unit, for example. Lieutenant, are you currently investigating Anna Kapic's rape allegations?
Yes, I am.
Do these allegations appear credible?
Absolutely. I am convinced, without a doubt, that Anna Kapic is the victim of a brutal and forcible sexual assault.
Are you a cop or a defense lawyer?
I did what I thought was right.
You are aware that our goal is to win this case.
I am. What did you want me to do? Perjure myself?
I just got done talking to the chief, the DA, and the mayor. They're living. Already looking for a head to serve up on a shiny silver platter. They stuck their necks out with the feds just to get this case. Losing is not an option. So please, pretend you're on our side. Not theirs.
You looking for a fight, too?
I understand what you're doing. It's admirable.
But?
It's stupid, self-centered, idealistic.
But rape is rape. We don't get to invent our victims or our perps. We hear the evidence and we investigate. Unless, of course, you're a Muslim woman who's accused of murder, and then we just throw you under the patriotic bus and live our merry lives.
I came here to tell you the judge ruled in our favor.
Not our favor, your favor.
Either way, the rape testimony isn't coming in. Liv, like I keep telling you, this case is different.
What do you want to talk about? My opening argument?
Hey, Rita, it's over.
I know we lost the motion, I get it, but we still have a defense.
But you're not going to win. This case is too important to too many people.
Are you saying the fix is in?
I'm saying that it's time to cut a deal. For Anna's sake. Barbara will listen today, now. Once this goes to trial, he's going to have no choice but to max her out.
That's not a reason to cut a deal.
No, but this is. Armin Cedron is seeking sole custody of the little boy, Ali. So, if you cut a deal on the murder and terrorism charge, it will give us more leverage to pursue the rape case. And make sure that Armin never goes near that little boy again.
Without being able to discuss the mental and sexual abuse Anna suffered, we have no case. Which, of course, is why the judge ruled the way she did. Due process is the cornerstone of our judicial system, unless the term radical Islam is involved.
Rita.
And it's just an inconvenient nuisance.
The charge has to be murder one.
And we'll accept on two conditions. One, at sentencing, you'll advocate for 20 to life and keep the possibility of parole on the table. Two, you'll agree to use your best efforts to prosecute Armin for rape.
I can't agree to that.
On the record, you can't. Off the record, you can look me in the eye and nod.
Lieutenant Benson is investigating the case if she finds sufficient evidence.
You'll be told by your bosses to bury it because Anna is evil.
I don't want my son to be raised by that man. He will ruin him, turn him into a monster, a killer.
Lieutenant Benson is investigating the case if she finds sufficient evidence.
For God's sake. The good guys already won. You can fly the flag and declare victory. I get it. Deep down, you know the truth. Anna's not evil. She's not a killer. She is a rape victim.
I'll do my best.
What do you mean there's not enough evidence?
And hello to you. The evidence
Is overwhelming. We have Armin's semen. There's vaginal and anal tearing. There's bruises, not to mention Anna's testimony.
I understand, and usually that would be enough.
You
but
told
given
her that you would do your best to prosecute this case.
I am doing my best, trust me. The defense is going to claim that Anna is a whore who craves rough sex. She's a convicted murderer and terrorist.
Okay, so you need more. What about a video of Luca and Armin raping and beating her?
Are you being sarcastic?
No, it exists. Luca used to record the brutality as a way of maintaining control over her. The problem is...
It's on the locked phone. We believe video evidence of a rape exists on Luka Terzic's phone. We believe there may be evidence of a potential terrorist threat on this device as well. Moreover, we believe that this is the only place this evidence exists. As such, pursuant to the All Writs Act, this court should grant an order compelling the manufacturer to unlock this phone.
Mr. Gilman.
Your Honor, the All Writs Act was written in 1789.
It clearly does not contemplate nor permit the court to force a private company to assist the government in a criminal investigation. The reason our company is so popular is because our customers know our products are secure. If we were to create software that unlocks one phone, we would be in effect creating software that unlocks all phones. This would create a much wider crack in the overall security for all of our customers, which would in turn result in a far more substantial threat to national security.
The good news is we won. The bad news is they appealed within seconds.
So it's back to square one?
For a while.
Look, I know you wanted more, but we have a strong case.
I'm not certain the DA would support moving forward with this right now, given the political climate.
Yes, I know. That some monster just shot up a gay club in Orlando, and another one killed 5 police officers in Dallas. It's horrific. We're under siege. Nobody knows what's going to happen next. But Anna deserves justice for what happened to her.
Liv.
All she has left is her kid. She just wants him to be safe. I'm going to arrest that son of a bitch.
Oh, got their vests on?
Yeah, we're all good, Lou. Promise.
Okay, follow my lead. What is that? Hey! What's going on?
Who picked up some chatter last night?
Chatter.
He's been talking to known radicals in Afghanistan.
Okay. I have a warrant for his arrest.
That will have to wait.
For how long?
Not sure.
Months? Years?
Unclear.
Where are you taking him?
To a very special and secure hotel.
You don't have to worry about Armin anymore.
So my son.
We contacted your sister, Shanique. And she's on her way here now to New York. And Ali is going to go live with her in Bosnia. Thank you. It's time. It's time to say goodbye.
Long week, huh?
Yeah. The funny thing is, I've never been happier.
Why are you crying?
Because I'm scared that it won't last.
That's not true. But if I can help it. Come on, let's take a walk. It's a beautiful day.